Today we're going to bring a special device. I'm going to bring an M.2 to SATA adapter, and it's to the 2.5 adapter. So we're going to bring in this little device here, really small. We're going to open it up. We're going to see how it works and what you can do with it and how you install the actual hard drive. So if you ever buy and you want the speeds of the M.2 into a regular 2.5 SATA drive, this is the way. So these are very inexpensive. You can find them pretty much in a lot of stores. And today we're gonna open it up, we're gonna set it up, and we're gonna see what we can do with it too. And of course, you could put your Windows, your OS on it. You could do just for data. It's up to you. So we're gonna bring that camera over and we're gonna go ahead and set this up. All right, so this is pretty much it right here. It's a little device. All right, we're gonna open it up, and they give you the screwdriver in here. It's pretty neat. Look at that little screwdriver. Here's the actual kit. We're gonna open it up. This was inexpensive, not that expensive, you know. We'll get it under 20 bucks. Depends on the maker that you buy it. I bought it from StarTech. I actually got this from Amazon. So here it is. Pretty much you put your M.2 here, your SATA drive connection, and it becomes a regular 2.5 converter. It's like a regular hard drive. You never even know that there's a SATA drive on M.2 in here. So they give you the different 30 millimeters, 42 millimeters, 60 millimeters, and the 80 millimeters. So we're gonna go ahead and set something up right now. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see. They give you the screws, and they give you the little lifters too in case it needs them, because you are gonna need it to actually lift it up. So we're gonna take a look at it and see how it well works. All right, here it goes. So we're gonna go ahead and bring the hard drive in here, if you guys can see it. I'm gonna put a little side angle, but we're gonna go ahead and like I said, they give you a little screwdriver. Perfect. You don't need any of the tools. It was all included. Instructions, you know, you don't need them. Basically, it's very simple. They give you screws to cover the whole drive itself. This is an aluminum base. Like there's a thermal tape in the bottom, so in case it gets overheated. So here we have a crucial 1 terabyte hard drive in here. And we're gonna put it in here, the crucial. But like I said, we might need the lifts. And the way it works in this situation, we're not gonna need the lifts, I think, but I will still be secure and put the lifts in there. So we're gonna put a little lift, give you a little so if you can see it, see how it fits in there. You guys see it? I'm gonna zoom in some more. Crucial, put it in there, and we're gonna go ahead and put the little lifts in there so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can see it in the back. They give you the actual extension to the razor, a little razor, right, where you actually have to put the screws in there, and you have to line up the actual hard drive. Now when you buy this is pretty much what they give you, the screws, the whole system, the whole setup here. Now when you buy the hard drives, then they give you the hard drives. Now this one right here, there's 2 different hard drives right here. This is an M. This is not going to work with it. This is right here is B plus M. So you get 2. It's called B plus M, and they gave you 2 different slots right here, 2 little nips right here, right in the corner, so you guys can see it. I would research more before you buy the stuff. You might buy the wrong thing. This, like I said, this is an M. It's not compatible. It does not work with this hard drive, right? You need to buy something like Samsung that has a B plus M. All right. Just to let you know, if you buy the M, there's no way this is gonna fit on this slot right here. The nips over here, the nips on this side right here, and the cut is on this side, and there's no way you're gonna fit it in there. So this is not good for this kind of hard drive, just to let you know. Now B plus M, very compatible, fits in perfectly. You know, just slide it in there and slide it down, and that's pretty much what it runs. Now let's go ahead and take it off right now. Of course, I actually added the razor because it was the last slot in the back. It's one of the things that you gotta find out exactly where you're gonna fit. They give you the screwdriver, the screw, and they give you a little screwdriver, but this is my personal screwdriver here. So basically you just line it up, you put it in there, and this is compatible with both versions, this type of hard drive. And they're coming out like this now, making it easier for people to actually buy different extensions, especially like this, an adapter, simple like this. So this is pretty much ready to go. All you got to do is fit it in there, find the little areas, and there's a couple little areas that you have to actually find. So there's little slots in here. You have to fit them in there. You click them in there, and that's set up. Once that closes it, the enclosure is ready to set up. You cover it. You cover the base, and you screw down the 4 drives. And this is the same as a 2.5 drive. You format it, the same thing. It will automatically show up in there as an unknown. It will ask you on the system drive if you want to format it. It's ready to go. So this is compatible for older machines that don't have an M.2, but they want to have the same speeds. And like I said, StarTech makes great devices for it. Really simple to install, and it's a regular SATA drive that you're competing with. So the size of a regular SATA drive, like I said, same size. You know, more of the things that are common in today's laptops, today's desktops. We have different types of drives right now. We have a B plus M, which is this one right here, and this is a M by itself. So B plus M are totally different. We're gonna go ahead and compare them. So basically you have the M drive here, and this is B plus M, which it has 2 snips. If you guys see it comparing it, there's only 1 here and there's 2 here. So this is compatible wherever this connects to. So this is newer, this is older. Now we are going to compare a couple speed drives. So everybody always wants the fastest thing for their laptop, for their desktop, and this is a pretty good option. So you want to get the speeds of a M.2 to a regular SATA connection. So we're going to talk about the SATA drives that we have here. These are all SSD drives except for this one. This is a mechanical one. So right now this is the converter. This is pretty much what you want. If you have an older machine that does not have one of these slots for any of these 2, and they do make a converter for the M by itself too. But today we're going to talk about the B plus M. So this is going to be compatible with this system here itself. So now we're going to talk about the speeds. On this one right here, for example, this is a 72 RPM. Well, this is a 52 RPM, but they make a 72 RPM. So if you have a 72 RPM drive, it's going to run at 80 to 160 megabytes per second of transferring rate. So that means it's okay. It's really slow transferring files. It's not the greatest. So then we have your SATA 3 SSD, which is going to transfer the file rate 550 megabytes per second, which is a lot faster than this one right here, of course. Now we do have our new SSD M.2s, which is going to transfer rate at 3500 megabytes per second, and that's what you want. Especially if you're going to upload files into a hard drive, you're going to turn on your OS, turn it on from here, run applications, games, and all sorts of things. So you want that speed. You want to have, and the common stuff right now, it's becoming a very different thing now in the market where they're making them different now. Like I said, this was a couple of years ago. They do make different sizes. Now this is the newest one. Now right here is a 1 terabyte of data that you could fit in here. You could run your OS, application, games, all sorts of things. But in order to get those speeds, you have to have a slot in your laptop. And that's the thing. If you don't have a slot in your laptop, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have problems finding the slot, finding the location. If you buy this and you don't have the proper equipment, you're gonna have a problem. So this is what I'm gonna talk about right now. Basically, let me give you a little rundown. This is a mechanical drive. Fastest is 72 RPMs. They make a 10,000 RPMs, but that's more for servers, it's a larger format. But this, you cannot do a 10,000 RPM. The only system that I've seen is an NVIDIA that creates a hard drive, and they're more expensive, of course. Now, this is a mechanical. I did open it up so you guys could see, and the mechanical has pretty much these needles that go back and forward and read all your data, and it has basically like an old CD player, a disc player that keeps continuously running. You drop this a couple times, you damage it, everything's lost. That's pretty much how it works on this thing. Now, this one creates heat, creates a lot of energy, it overheats, it's running constantly, and if you move it left and right while it's running, you could feel the actual spin of the system running. So even by moving it up and down, you could damage the system because there's very fragile needles that are running here that are reading all your data. And of course, this needs to be open on a clean room, but this is an old one. I'm not using it anymore. That's why I'm bringing it here as an example. Now, this one is a SATA solid state hard drive. And the way it works, they pretty much built this chip into the system itself. So let's open it up here. I did open it. I had it open here for you guys, and this is how it looks inside of a hard drive. So basically, all the chips are in there. This is an Intel, of course. They're all different. They make different makers, different designs, different everything. But this is an Intel hard drive, solid state hard drive. There's no mechanical parts in here. It's pretty much less energy, less heat coming out of the system. Now, this is the newer one. Like I said, this is brand new hard drives that they're putting in, M.2 B+M, which is a different version. This is the 80 millimeters, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and compare and see why you should have this, why you want to speed up your system. So you want to boot up faster your OS, this is a great way to start. Really slow, okay. So basically, this is the way it's gonna work. This is the fastest thing in the market. I'm your host, Prophet74, out.